You're that. What's going on? It's your boy Fully Fresh, aka the General, man, here reporting for duty. As you can see, in the video that I just put up in this intro, shout out to my cousin, man. BBC, Bodybuilders Collision, doing this thing, man, over there on from Philly, man, over there off of Baltimore Pike, not Ave, off of Baltimore Pike and Lansdowne, PA, man. If you're in the tri-state, you get into a fender bender, whatever the case may be, man, you take care of all the insurance things and all that, man. He got you, man. I'm gonna put the number there. I'm gonna put the number in the description. Make sure, man, anybody that needs some body fender work or whatever the case may be, hit them up, man. Now let's get into this video, man. I'm taking a lot of heat, and rightfully so. I mean, I take all criticism. I told y'all that, man. I don't care what it is, as long as you don't disrespect me. You can say whatever you want on these comments. You can say whatever you want in my DMs, man. But I'm going to give y'all a chance to explain yourselves. Okay, I said yesterday, I feel as though one day Avonte Maddox will be the leader of this team. I just feel that way. I feel as though he's going to be the new Malcolm Jenkins. A lot of people took it the wrong way and thought that I said that we should not have Malcolm Jenkins because of Avonte Maddox. No, what I am saying, whenever it's time for Malcolm Jenkins to departure, Avonte Maddox will be that guy. Who knows if it's a year or if it's 2 years or if it's not no years. Maybe he doesn't come back this next year. What I'm saying is when it is time, everybody has to stop playing at some point. So when it is time for him to departure, I feel as though Avonte Maddox will be that guy. Now, since y'all say this, I want to know from y'all, Eagles fans, whatever fans is looking at this, it's really a lot of questions about the secondary that has to be answered. Who stays and who goes? Okay? We got Jalen Mills, right? Does he stay? Does he go? We got Rodney McLeod. Does he stay or does he go? We got Malcolm Jenkins. Does he stay or does he go? These are three major parts of our secondary. Let's keep it real. Even Jalen Mills, man, even though we understand he got, well, this year he did a little better with the double moves, but usually he gets burnt on the double moves. So we grind him up about these things. But let's not forget, when he came off an injury, he was the best corner that we had. He was better than Ronald Darby, right? Other than Strat, other than Crayvon LeBlanc, who I think can be our nickel next year. So I want to know from y'all what you want the secondary to look like. Who you want? Who stays, who goes? Me personally, if I could have it my way, I would keep everybody. But I do want to kind of move Jalen Mills to the safety. And it's kind of iffy. Probably Rodney McLeod. If it was one person that had to go out of them three, I would say Rodney McLeod. Because I feel as though we can fill that position. We have a lot of players that can fill that position more than we have cornerbacks that can fill and do what Jalen Mills does. So if one of them three had to go, I would have to pick Rodney McLeod, man. But comment below, let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know who you would pick out of them three guys if you had to pick one that gotta go. Because I'm pretty sure one of them is not going to be here in the upcoming season. If you had to pick one of them dudes, man, comment, let me know who would you pick. Who has to go? Now, time for the second half of this video, man. Joel Embiid versus the fans of Philadelphia. Sixers fans, I'm going to tell you this, man. We all know what happened. He shoots a three-pointer. He puts his finger up to his mouth. Basically, it's saying, everybody be quiet. I got this. Shushing your own crowd. Is it weird? It is, because the crowd usually what gives Joel Embiid happiness. When he plays in front of the crowd, he likes to hype the crowd up, even when he's at the foul line. So it's kind of funny to me that he did it. But I think that as a fan base, we're taking too much into it. You understand what I'm saying? Joel Embiid, he's a character. He's a good player. He's a character, man. And if him have to motivate himself by doing things like that is going to make him a better player, then so are all means. Go ahead. If Joel Embiid gets motivated by us booing him, if Joel Embiid gets motivated by Charles Barkley and Shaq grinding him up, whatever motivates you, man, and gets you ready for these playoffs, I don't give a darn what it is. But I said Sixers fans, right, and Philadelphia fans, period. You have to understand, we want our players to have thick skin. But as soon as somebody says something about us, then, oh, the world's coming to an end and we trying to grind them up and how dare you? And no, they grown people just like us. You know? They got families. We look at stars and we look at people that play in these leagues like they're not regular people too. They just making way more money than us, and they doing it for things that they like doing. So we have to understand that when you got somebody like a Joel Embiid and you come at him, he's most likely going to come at you back. And he really doesn't even think about it. It's not like he takes a thought out like, nah, I shouldn't do that. Whenever something happens that's good for him, he's going to make sure he knows whoever was hating on him, even if it was 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 days before, he's going to make sure and let it be known that I know what you said and I'm coming at you for it. Even if it's his own fans. I kind of respect it. I understand. But here's the thing, he can't continuously do it. You do not want this fan base to trade on you, Joel Embiid. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I do feel as though fans is in an uproar too much. We're in an uproar too much. And the reason that we're in an uproar too much is because you're basically saying, how dare you, Joel Embiid? Come out your mouth and come at us. When we do it all the time. We grind people up all the time. Don't dish it out if you can't take it, man. That's what I'm going to say to the fans, man. That's what I'm going to say to the fans, man. I feel as though it's too much putting into that when things really need to be focused on Brett Brown. It's too much coming off of Brett Brown and the decisions that he's making and not making. Meaning, with Al Horford should be coming off the bench. You still starting Shake Milton. Thibault should be starting. Matisse Thybulle should be starting over Shake Milton. I don't understand that move. Even though it's not like Matisse Thybulle has been playing bad, but he's not better than Thybulle, and Thybulle is a rookie. Get his dude the confidence to start. So when it's playoff time, who knows? He might be ready to start in the playoffs instead of Shake Milton, who I won't like starting in the playoffs. If Jay Rich, you're going to continue to bring him off the bench. You're bringing Jay Rich off the bench instead of Al Horford. No, we understand that Jay Rich is on a minutes restriction, but at the same time, he can still start. And bring Al Horford's behind off the bench, who had a donut last night. And part of the reason why he got a donut is because he doesn't work with Embiid. So if you see that one player doesn't work with another player, you don't play them at the same time. Let Al Horford come off the bench, be a man, say, Al Horford, you're coming off the bench. Do you want to play? Do you want to get numbers? Do you want to help this team win? You come off the bench. But no, you want to stick to your morals. Where that's getting? 2 second-round exits. In the last 2 years, 2 second-round exits. Not having it this year, man. You need to make some decisions. And it's starting with Al Horford coming off the bench, man. I'm going to get more into that probably tomorrow, man, after we play LA. That's going to be a good game, a nice test for us. I'm going to get more into that about Brett Brown, man, and the decision that he need to make, man. But I had some things I wanted to talk about. The Ashaw, of course, in the first part of the video. And some things I wanted to say to the Sixers fans, man. But y'all know what it is, man. Thanks for everybody for subscribing. Thanks for everybody for hitting that like button, man. I appreciate it, man. But y'all know what it is. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all.